places I have ever been in my whole life. It was a fabulous experience. We are so sad that it is coming to an end.
Trotzdem war das wunderbar. Das ist vielleicht auch das Einzige, was du nicht beeinflussen kannst. Alles andere hast du super gemacht für uns. Dankeschön.
Ressam firiri, ressam firiri, darayoki daraman, ressam firiri.
Day 1. Arrival at Tribhuvan International Airport, Kathmandu. Welcome to the land of white glowing mountains. Before your landing at Tribhuvan International Airport, Kathmandu, the representative from Himalayan Diamond Adventure will be there to welcome you. After landing, we'll come to pick you up with our welcome greetings. After collecting your luggage, we'll escort you to a hotel in Thamel. The company will organize a welcome dinner in the evening at Nepali Cultural Restaurant with your guides briefing about the day program tomorrow. Day 2. We will sightsee across some UNESCO World Heritage of Kathmandu Valley like Pashupatinath, Swayambhunath, Patan Darbar Square and Bauddhanath. Pashupatinath, Swayambhunath and Bauddhanath are the shrines with religious significance, and they also depict the religious and cultural diversity of Nepal. Beside these religious landmarks, Bhaktapur Darbar Square and Patan Darbar Square are two royal palaces of Kathmandu with statues, monuments and historical significance. Day 3. Kathmandu to Lukla flight and trek starts to Phakding. Enjoying the aerial views of snow-covered peaks and Los Hills in eastern Nepal, we'll fly from Kathmandu to arrive at Lukla. Tenzing Hilari Airport happens to be one of the most thrilling and adventurous airways in the world. After this 35-minute flight, we'll take a short break in Lukla where you are most likely to meet the guides and porters. We will then head towards Phakding. In our journey to Phakding, we'll cross several Sherpa villages like Chaurikharka, Choplung, Tharekosi and Ghat. These Sherpa villages are pristine and the people residing here follow unique Buddhist culture. Our trail will take us across lodges, shops, money walls, fluttering flags, prayer stones, monasteries, gumpas, and so much more as we trek along the side of Dudhkosi Valley before ascending to Ghat. We'll trek for an additional hour from Ghat to reach the accommodations at Phakding. Day 4th. Trek Phakding to Namche Bazar. We will head towards Namche Bazar from Phakding after having breakfast. We'll continue trekking along the banks of the Dudhkosi River. Upon our entrance to Sagarmatha National Park, we'll stop for a while to present and register our permits. On the way, you will be dazzled by the scenery like money walls, forests, prayer stones, waterfalls, mountains, etc. We will continue trekking for another 2 hours, which will convey us to Namche Bazar. Namche Bazar is the cultural as well as tourist hub and acts as an entryway to Khumbu region. In Namche, you'll get to know about the culture and lifestyle of the local Sherpas. Namche Bazar is quite developed with the presence of deluxe hotels, banks, shops, trekking equipments, and climbing gears, bakery, cafe, bar, restaurants, governmental administrative offices for Sagarmatha Pollution Control Community, internet services, and many more. The lodges are also quite advanced with ample amenities. On the way to Namche Bazar, you will also witness the natural aspect of the Everest region like rhododendron and pine mixed forest, mountain Thamsherku, wild animals of Sagarmatha National Park, and many more. Day 5. Hike to Everest View Hotel for panorama view. Today is the acclimatization or rest day so that our body adjusts to the increasing altitude and decreasing temperature. For this, we'll explore the beautiful Sherpa city and its periphery. We will hike to Everest View Hotel, situated at 3,870 meters, for the exquisite view of Khumbu Valley. Everest View Hotel is one of the major attractions of this tour, from which you'll get to relish the scenery of Mount Everest, Mount Amadablam, Mount Thamsherku, Mount Lhotse, Mount Taboche, and many other adjoining peaks of the region. We will also have several other alternatives like trekking to Khumjung village, Yeti Scalp Monastery, visiting a mountain museum in Namche, hiking to Thame Valley, exploring the local shops of Namche Bazaar, and many more. Day 6. Trek Namche to Tengboche Monastery, 3,860 meters. After some proper acclimatization, we'll trek away from Namche Bazaar via sequences of some small villages and suspension bridges to reach Tengboche. Today is also quite an easy day for trekking, since the trail leads up moderately from Namche Bazaar with astounding views of Mount Everest, Mount Nuptse, Lhotse, Amadablam, etc. You'll also get a photographic view of Mount Thamsherku. After a lunch break in Fungitenga, the forested trail is quite steep, so we'll ascend uphill for 2 hours along a mixed woodland of rhododendron and silver pine. The forest looks furthermore magnificent in the spring season due to the blooming rhododendron flower. Tengboche is popular for the presence of the Tengboche Monastery, situated at an altitude of 3,860 meters. Looking forward to the site of the Tengboche Monastery with the views of Mount Everest, Mount Nuptse, and Amadablam in the background. Day 7. Releasing the views of Mount Everest, Mount Lhotse, Amadablam, we will trek along a forested trail amidst lush rhododendron, silver pine, and birch mixed forest. The trail opens to the Imjase stream, which we will cross via a suspension bridge. Along our journey, we'll come by Pangboche village with Sherpa residents. Pangboche Monastery is the major attraction, besides some enzymatic caves and revered monasteries. We'll trek for about 4 to 5 hours today with dominating views of Mount Amadablam to arrive at Dingboche, where we will stay overnight. Day 8. Today, we will explore popular attraction near Dingboche for acclimatization and surplus views. Nankarshang Hill is an appropriate viewpoint for this. We will walk carefully and arrive at Nankarshang Hill. This hill offers incomparable views of Mount Makalu and Island Peak. In addition to these beauties, you will also get substantial views of Chukung Valley, Imjase Glacier, the trail of Amphu Lapcha and Jongla Valley, Chola Pass, etc. Return to Dingboche Lodge and stay there overnight. Day 9. After breakfast in Dingboche, we'll set towards Chukung from Dingboche. The track travels along the Imja River Valley, providing a spectacular landscape of the surrounding Himalayas. We will pass through juniper trees and yak pastures as our trekking route ascends to stones and gravels. It will take us about 3 hours to arrive at the lodge in Chukung. We can use the spare time by going on short hikes near Chukung like Imjase Lake, Chukungri, etc. Chukungri is particularly known for the best views of Island Peak. Overnight stay in Chukung. Day 10. We'll start the day quite early and ascend towards Khongma La Pass, situated at 5,535 meters. Khongma La Pass is the highest among 3 passes encompassed by this tour. The trail to Khongma La Pass is quite steep and challenging with no tea house or lodges amidst the route, so we will have to carry plenty of water and lunch with us from Lobuche. We will trek for about 5 hours to reach the hill and also pass through some yak pastures. The background view throughout the trip is simply breathtaking. Even if the trek here is taxing, the 360-degree view from Khongmala Pass is utterly worth it. After enjoying the mountain views, we'll trek in a steep downhill and also cross Khumbu Glacier, finally making our way to Lobuche. Day 11. Lobuche onwards, the trekking route heads towards the gravels along the edge of Khumbu Glacier. The high altitude, steep terrains and glacier trail make trekking quite challenging today. The mountain views, however, will accompany you throughout, making you feel replenished with energy and enthusiasm. Gorapse is the last permanent settlement at the Everest Base Camp route. You can rest during your leisure time in Gorapse or hike to Kalapathar to enjoy the sunset views over Mount Everest. We'll trek back to Gorapse Lodge for a night stay. Day 12. We will hike to Everest Base Camp for the magnetic 360-degree view of the Everest region. Beside this, being in EBC, Everest Base Camp, also brings us a step closer to the almighty Mount Everest. Other than Everest, you will also see other mountains like Nuptse, Pumori, Khumbuche, etc. There is a good chance of meeting other trekkers and expeditioners in Everest Base Camp. After clicking photographs and taking in the splendor of Everest Base Camp and Kalapathar, we will march down to Gorapse Lodge for hot lunch. After a brief rest following lunch, we will trek towards Jongla. Day 13. Get ready for the toughest and most exhilarating day of the trip. Our trekking route rises to a perpetual icy glacier field, through a devoid field, and then sabs rock underneath the gigantic rocky hills. The rockfalls and avalanches in the snowfall season can increase the difficulty. To avoid the risk factors, trekkers should have to cross the pass early in the morning. After 3 hours of challenging trekking, we will reach the zenith of Chola. As we trek higher, the view back gets even more captive. The Chola Lake begins to appear, and the Amadablam in its pyramidal incarnation presides over a range of mountains on the south as Cholatse soars on the west. The views from Chola Pass comprises mountains, prayer flags, and many more. After savoring the magnificent views from Chola, we will trek down to Gokyo via Thaknok. Day 14. We will hike to Gokyori to witness either sunrise or sunset views from Gokyori. The evening rays of the sun hitting the world's highest peak in an amazing red glow is a sight worth remembering. From Gokyori, 5,357 meters, the views of 4 mountains, 8,000 meters, such as Mount Choyu, Mount Everest, Mount Lhotse, and Mount Makalu, and many other sprawling mountains can be seen. Gokyori is the best viewpoint for beautiful Gokyo Lakes, Dudhpokhari, and Nozumpa Glacier view. Gokyo Lakes are the most exotic and beautiful lakes located in the alpine region of Nepal. Day 15. 4 hours of trekking will lead you to Renzola from Gokyo Lodge. The views from this pass include Everest, Lhotse, Makalu, Cholatse, Taboche, etc. After conquering the thrilling Renzola Pass, we will wind down along the trail that is a stone staircase. We will continue trekking beside the south bank of Angla Dumba Cho, which is a small lake. We'll trek further in ancient Nepal and Tibet's trading route to reach Thame. Before lunch, we will reach Lungde. However, the accommodation and meal options are better in Thame, so we will trek to Thame. Day 16. We will trek for about 2.5 hours to arrive at Namche Bazar from Thame. On our way to Namche, we will visit Thame Monastery on the route. As the mountain becomes distant, the green lush forest of rhododendron arrives again to fill our trek with greenery. Day 17. We will trek back to where it all started, Lukla. This will take around 8 hours of trekking. We will be descending for the most part today while also trekking in gradual rise at time. We will pass the confluence of the Dudkosi River and Botekoshi River. In Lukla, we will have a dinner party celebrating the successful completion of our trip. Day 18. After an extraordinary journey, we'll take a flight from Lukla to Kathmandu. You will be escorted to the hotel room where you can relax and give your sore muscles some well-deserved rest. Day 19. This day is reserved to make up for our routine if we are lagging because of unfavorable weather, flight delay, etc. We will continue our trek if we are right on schedule. Finally, day 20. We will drop you at Tribhuvan International Airport and bid you goodbye as you head towards your home.